Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 7, Art Appreciation. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everyone is enjoying the little bit of fall weather that we're finally receiving, although I hear that it's supposed to get up to 80 again in the near future. So there's that. I'm a summer person myself, so I'm not super upset about that update. Um, Regardless, I want to jump into week 7 and what we are going to be doing for week 7. So let's jump into our course module. Up until this point in time, we have been exposed to what 2D media is and 3 different categories of 2D media. So at this point, we have a definition of what art is for ourselves. It's a working definition, so you are able to edit and audit it as we go. You have an idea of what the elements and principles are, so how art is made, how it's categorized, and how we can formally talk about it without really knowing too much about it. Now, like I said last week, we're getting into the actual art making and being introduced to the media. So last week, that was our first taste of it. This week, you're going to have the opportunity to apply the 2D media into researching your own work of art that falls within drawing, painting, or printmaking, and having the opportunity to talk about it. The one thing that I want you to note for this week is that when you go to find your work of art, you want to make sure that you're able to find specs on it, right? So if you go to Google and you do a simple art search, right? And you are like, oh, I like these boots. This looks like it would be a painting or a drawing or a print. But there's some things that will raise a red flag. It's by this particular work of art is being shown through the website Pixabay. And from the little bit of information I can see right here, it's 100,000 free art nature images. And this is telling me that this is probably an AI generated work of art. There is nothing wrong with AI generated work, but this is not the place for it this week. There is a place where we will talk about AI generated work and you will be able to use that, but not this week. So if you are someone that's kind of going through and you're like, oh, I don't know, like I can't um, for sure understand if this is a work of art that's AI generated or not. You could also look again at the information that's shown. This right here is a good example. This is telling me that this is coming from a Colby College Museum of Art. I would click on this. It will take you to the website and it will give you the specs on that work of art. If you are like, nope, I don't even want to go through this step, like it's taking a little bit too long, go to an already established museum's website. So this is the New Britain Museum of American Art. You can go to their collections. When you get into it, so you go to museum collection or main menu collection, and you are able to jump into the works of art that are housed at that museum. So this is again the New Britain American Museum of American Art. You could go into any one of their collections and then choose a painting or print or drawing from there or that you think it is. Say I want to, this West Rock, New Haven painting looks really nice. I can tell that this is oil on canvas. Oil on canvas means that that's a painting. This would be something that I can talk about because it is a painting. So when I say specs, I'm talking about you are able to identify the medium that the work of art is being made by. Okay. Once you have your work of art, you are going to explain why it's a work of art using the elements and principles of art as your foundation. So talk to me about what you see in the work of art. You could also integrate some kind of judgment in there if you want to tell me you like it or you don't like it based upon the elements and principles, or an interpretation of what it is that you're looking at. Please feel free. You're then going to evaluate the artist's use of the medium. Did they use it effectively? Is this a nice painting? Is this a nice drawing? Could you consider an alternative? Could this work of art have been done in another medium, or is a chosen medium essential? So if we go back to West Rock, right? If I'm looking at this, could this person have used dry material and created this as a drawing. I think I could probably see it as that, but would I like it as much? Right? That's really what you're talking about in that section. And then reflect personally, if you were the artist, would you do anything differently? And then post your analysis of this work of art to the assignment section in course content. So if we navigate over to course content and we go down to this section right here, which will be available to you, and you open it up, you will see that you can create a submission, and all of this explanation is right here for you. This is going to be due on Sunday, October 12th at midnight. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be happy to help you. I can't wait to see what you all discover, and I can't wait to look at your thought processes and understand your perspectives.